Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be covering the fuel system on this old Dodge Dart. If you watched a previous video, you see that seen that I had trouble with my carburetor. Heard back from the carburetor guy, and he showed me what was wrong and what happened, so we're going to try to take care of that in today's video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Alright, so here's what happened. I'll put pictures of the carburetor inside the video so you can see it. But we got my carburetor guy messaged me and told me that I had a lot of rust sediments and debris inside the bowls. And what that did was it stuck one of the seats open, or the needles, and allowed too much fuel in the bowl, which I kind of thought that's what was happening. I thought it was too much fuel in the bowl, but I didn't know why. But that's what it was. Apparently I'm sucking rust out of my fuel tank. The tank on this thing was extremely nasty when I pulled it out. It had been sitting for a long time with gas in it, and it just created a nice rusty goop inside of the gas tank. I cleaned the gas tank out, but apparently not good enough. So I've decided I'm just going to pull the tank and replace it. So the plan is we're going to try to get the tank out. There is gas in it. I'm not sure how much. So we may have to, both my gas jugs are full. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to put the gas. I want to save it if I can. But we got to get the tank out. I'm going to pull the fuel pump and try to clean all the lines out from the fuel pump back, replace the filter, and of course replace the tank and the sending unit too, because I'm sure the sending unit, I actually rebuilt the sending unit. It's the original sending unit. I had I replaced the sock and the float, but I'm going to go ahead and replace it, because I'm sure that if there's that much stuff getting through the sock that's getting to the carburetor and through the filter, I'm sure it's inside the sending unit too. So I'll just replace it, and I'll have all new from the tank all the way to the carburetor. So hopefully we can avoid this problem again. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace the pump too. It's a brand new pump, but I don't want a chance sucking even more stuff in. Hey, puppy dog. But it's I got a Carter fuel pump, not that expensive, so I can always replace it, and the one that I take off, I can take apart and clean and flush it out for something else. But for this project, I think they're like $25 to $27. I'm just going to replace it. So that's enough talking. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to remove these bolts and these. That way when we drop the tank, I can slide the filler neck out of the tank, and then we can lower the tank down. So we got it. It's muddy, but I'm gonna have to, I'll remove or loosen these up, and I'll just leave the sending unit in it. There's no point pulling it out at this point. I just gotta unhook everything under here. But we'll start up here. I may not even, let's try to avoid this. Let's just take these out and see if I can pull it out from here. Well, it would help if I had the right size screwdriver. Alright, so I got the filter neck out. I was able to leave that in, just slide it out, and you can see I've actually got quite a bit of rust on the filler neck too. I'm not really sure where that's coming from, because I don't remember that being that dirty when I put it in. But there's quite a bit of crud in there, so this is going to have to be clean too. It's clean on this end. I don't remember it being that dirty when I reassembled it, so I don't know if it. Whoop. Stay there. Alright, so I got that loose. I'm going to crawl under here and start taking the fuel lines off of the tank, and then I can lower the tank down. We got water again. I'm still leaking. My homemade patch panel is going to rust out again if I don't. I don't know where it would be leaking at, because it's right here in the middle. It's not wet here. I don't know where it's coming from. But almost have to be, you know, coming from somewhere in here and running down. I'll check on that later. All right, let's crawl up under here. All right, so if I can get the camera to focus, I got everything, all the alignments unhooked from here. I got all the electrical disconnected, and the return line, which is this, goes to here. I got it unhooked, and I can't get that loose. I'm gonna have to get the tank off before I get this off. But all this is unhooked. Now we just gotta take the straps loose, the J hooks, and drop the tank. All right, the tank's out. I'm on to, there wasn't much gas in it at all. I'm gonna get a flashlight and see if I can't see down in there. That's new. I'm gonna save that. I'll take that off. That's the old hose. That's why I couldn't get it off. It's still got the. Well, let me go grab a flashlight and see if we can't see down in the tank. All right. Yeah, it's hard to focus. It doesn't look half bad, but there's still, oh, you can't really see it on the camera. I can see it by eye, but there's quite a bit of corrosion in there, especially on the pickup, which doesn't make any sense. I cleaned that pickup. Let me see if I can't take the pickup out, and I'll show you it. So I'm going to attempt to dump the remaining gas in this old four-wheeler just to save it, because I don't want to waste gas. It's pretty expensive right now, if y'all haven't noticed. All right, so I got this end unit pulled out. As you can tell, this is bad. I do not understand this at all. And I cleaned this thing up. I mean, it's the original one, but it was, you can see I put a new filter and a new float on it. And I cleaned it up, and it looked good when I put it in. It's only been in right at a year. I do not understand why this is so rusty. And just in case you're wondering, I've only ever ran non-ethanol. I run the rec, they call it rec gas around here. It's 90 octane non-ethanol. That's all I've ever put in this car, and that's bad. The only thing that I can think of, and I don't know why it would, you know, be all the way up here so bad, but when I cleaned this tank, I made like a vibrator, vibrator tumbler. And if you watch, I actually got some video clips of it. It's like in the short section, and I ratchet strapped this gas tank to that tumbler and put a bunch of nuts and bolts and rocks and stuff like that in here and vibrated it. And then I flushed it out with water. I put Dawn in it with the Dawn water and rocks and all that, and done it again. And then I rinsed it out. And the only thing I can think is maybe there was still moisture in here from the water when I cleaned it, and it just got trapped. That would make sense of why the filler neck was so rusted too. But yeah, it's a good thing that I caught this when I did. So all this is going to be replaced now. All right, so I got the gas tank pulled, but it's getting dark. It's getting cold out here. It was about 32 when I came out, and I'm not sure what temperature it is right now, but I do know the ground that was muddy is now froze. so it's getting cold. But before I go in, I want to try to get this fuel filter off just so I can see what it looks like inside. I'm curious. So I'll try to get it pulled off, and I'll show you what I find. Alright, so I got the filter off, and I went ahead and started on the lines down here. I gotta go get I think it's a ½ inch. I'm gonna go ahead and get this off, and I may go ahead. I still try to get this fuel pump off. I got a little bit of daylight. I'm gonna get a wrench and see if I can get in there to it. I don't remember what size that fuel pump bolt is. I think it's a 9/16. Let me go grab a ratchet and a wrench, and we'll try to get it off before it gets dark. Alright, I'm back. So this is a ½ inch. I got it broke loose, and it's leaking. It's leaking gas, which I figured it would. There we go. She's pouring now. Alright, that's loose. Sorry, the alternator's in the way. That's loose. I'm gonna try to fish this through here and get it out of the way. Man, it really sucks taking all this apart after I just got it put back together, but it is what it is. There we go. Get that out of the way. And I need to go ahead and start cleaning this up so I can repaint it again while this is apart. If you watched, I don't know if I mentioned it in my other video, but I think since I'm going to be tearing while the engine's apart, and I'm not going to tear the engine down or nothing, but I think I'm going to go ahead and replace this harmonic balancer. I noticed last time I was setting the time, and it's got just every bit of slight bit of wobble to it. And I don't know, maybe it's just my eye, but ever since I noticed it, I can't quit thinking about it, and I'm losing sleep over it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. I would like to replace these pulleys too with a little bit lighter version, but I don't know about that, if that's in the budget or not, but we'll see, I guess. Alright, I got my ratchet. Let's see if I'm 2 for 2 for sizes today. Yeah, I am. Let's see if I can break this loose with one hand. Yeet. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see if I can break loose the other side. It's a little harder to get to because you gotta fish it through here. I don't know if I can get to it. I might have to get a wrench in there. I can't get the camera to focus. I got my swivel extension on there, so I think I can get to it. Well, break. There we go. This is probably a lot easier if I remove the alternator, but I'm kind of lazy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get this off camera because I don't have enough hands. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the pump off. It actually, I mean, I know I can't see inside of it, but it actually looks pretty good. But I'm gonna replace it anyway. I'll clean it real good, save it for something else. Maybe it can be a spare in case of emergencies or something, but I don't want to chance any more contaminants on it. So, like I said, for the price, it's something that's worth replacing. One thing I do want to add, the filter doesn't look that bad. There's some, you can see right there's some contaminants in there, but it doesn't look that bad. But yeah, it's a $2 part or $6 part or whatever, so that's gonna get replaced too. And I'm gonna add another filter before the pump this time. I didn't have a second filter on it. I just had this one, you know, right here. But I'm gonna go probably right at the, I don't know where, but I'll find somewhere, and I'm gonna add another filter. So I'll have a filter before the pump and after. All right, let's get my tools picked up as I'm going in. It's getting real cold now. All right, guys. So my next plan of action is I'm gonna start up here up front, and I'm gonna take the some carb cleaner, brake cleaner, probably brake cleaner. Fill it, you know, just spray it all in the line. Take air, compress air, blow it out, rinse, repeat. Do that a couple times, just make sure everything's out of the fuel lines. And then I got to get a tank ordered, a sanding unit, and a pump, and I get a couple spare filters too. But that's gonna wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and remember, restore it, don't crush it.